In this first video, I'm going to show you how to do the first part of our assignment, which is we're going to measure the vertical displacement that a cam puts on the cam follower. So to do that, we're going to open up the automata simulation test. So this was in part of the package that you downloaded yesterday. So if we look at everything that we have, we've got a cam. In this case, it's a hex cam. We have a handle with an axle. We have something called a follower, and the follower follows the edge of the cam, and this is a guide to hold the follower in place. We also have a ruler, and the ruler is going to help us figure out the displacement that our follower is moving. So it would be nice if we could grab the handle and move it around, but there are a lot of constraints on this, and we can't just grab the handle. So there's a couple other things that we're going to do. I'm going to show you the first one that's just really easy. So if we find the follower or the hex cam, one of the constraints, so you can see there's a lot of constraints on here. Let's just go ahead and we'll close the follower so we just have the hex cam open. One of the constraints is an angle constraint, which we've never done one of those, but if you click on constraints and you click on, we've mostly used the make constraint, but there's an angle constraint, and basically you can set what the angle is going to be between two surfaces. So right now it's set at 60 degrees, and if you look here you can see the parts that are highlighted. This part is highlighted here and this part is highlighted down here. So the angle between this one and this one is 60 degrees. Well, what if it's 0? So we can type in 0 and hit enter, and we can see that it changes so that there is no angle between this plane and this plane. We could change it to 45, 60, 360, whatever angle we want. So that's what we're going to do in the assignment. You are going to change this angle and measure the displacement. So at 0 degrees, and part of the video that we watched at the beginning of class, it doesn't really matter where we put the ruler as long as we're measuring from the same spot. So we could put the ruler up here and just make it even with this line, because this is the lowest that the follower can go. And then if we change the angle slightly, so let's make it 5 degrees. That did not change it much. Let's change it more like 25 degrees. There we go. We can see that it's moved quite a little bit, not a lot, but it's gone up. What is that? It's a half, quarter, eighth of an inch. So we're trying to find the maximum displacement. So we could keep changing this angle. So let's do maybe 35. And we can see, oh, we went too far. Let's try maybe 30. Oops. There we go. So 30 degrees, that gets us on the point. So that would be our maximum displacement. So what you're going to do is we're going to replace this with different shape cams, and we are going to follow this right here. So you're going to put in the different angles of rotation and the height of wherever it is that you're measuring from. We're going to skip doing the double measurement because we already saw from the video that they're essentially going to be the same, but this information of how much it displaces is useful to us. So in the directions it says 45-degree intervals, which makes sense for the circle or the eccentric and the pear cam, but for the hex cam we can see that 45 degrees may not be the best number. So if we're doing the hex cam, you may want to think about doing a different set of intervals, maybe like every 10 degrees or something like that. So the first part of the assignment is to, we're going to measure multiple different angles and fill out this chart. I'm going to make another video to show you how to change the cam. So everybody's going to do a different cam, and we need to know how to place a different shape cam in there. So that's the next video.